All right, Carl Jung says that the feeling function is rational, just like thinking is rational. He says feeling is distinct from emotion in that feeling, the differentiated feeling, is rational judgment. Now, the problem I have with this is that, here's the thing, even if there is a crystallized structure that comes with what we'll call differentiated feeling, that doesn't change the fact that its origin points, the origins of that structure, started with an emotional spark. You have to be, in my opinion, emotionally involved to some degree to, not just say that something is true or false, but to go a step further and say that it's, good, bad, evil, those sorts of things. I think in a different video, I made a mistake. I said feeling was non-normative. No, it's, in this case where I'm comparing feeling to thinking, feeling, if anything, is the normative one, in that if you're evaluating things and saying whether they're good or bad, making this value assertion, that's much more in the direction of saying, if you're saying something's good, bad, or evil, there is a potential suggestion there that one ought to do this instead of that. There's a normative direction to it. Then you can argue about this because you can say, well, there's lots of like ENTPs that make normative statements or something. Well, okay, there's lots of, just because you're a thinking type doesn't mean feeling isn't involved, okay? Like, I'm sure lots of ENTPs, once they've done the TI math, the, true versus false, the TI figures out the meta, what something is, and then with their extroverted ethics, their extroverted feeling, that would be sort of the ought or should. This is good or bad for society because it's more externally oriented. I'm not saying all ENTPs do this a lot, but it's just, if you're gonna say that, oh, I see lots of thinking types making normative claims, well, thinking types still use feeling functions. It's just probably has to do with the way in which they use them and the order, things like that.